It is me against me, not me against we. And this is episode 8 on the Powerfully Her podcast. And we're going to talk about something that can be kind of challenging sometimes, something that we don't talk about enough, is that it is a war against us, not the war against everybody else. It's a war against me, Nadira, things that I have to work on, not everybody else. We're going to talk about that and more. See you inside Powerfully Her. Thank you for showing up. How you doing? Episode 8. Episode 8. Yeah, I'm still going. God willing, I'm going to keep going. Inshallah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, keep strong. And why I'm doing it is I'm doing it for you. And I'm doing it for all the women and girls that need this help and guidance and need to be reminded about how special you really are and beautiful you really are. I'm telling you, y'all, it just burns me up when people don't know how powerful you are and special you are and just being mistreated. Oh, I can't stand it. So yeah. So this is for you. This is my love letter to you to show you, and which is a very long love letter. Okay. All love about how amazing you are. Yes. But episode 8. Yeah. I'm very excited. So, I like to talk. I like to welcome it. Just started off by, how you doing? How you doing? How's your day going? I hope it's going really good. And I hope this podcast is making you feel better. So if you were feeling a little down, I hope you feel better. All right. So now, jumping into the episode, it is you versus you. And I first started out by saying it is me against me, not me against we. And what that means exactly is just what it sounds like. It is that we have to work on ourselves. It is me, myself, and I. And you see my eyes diverting because I'm making sure I'm recording over here. It is me, myself, and I as far as the thing that I need to work on. It's nobody else. The person that we spend the most time with, and actually all our time with, is ourselves. We are spending all of our time with us. Us. Nadira is chilling. I'm with me all day, every day. And I need to love her. I need to be powerfully her. I need to be who I truly am. And I cannot continue to allow myself to destroy myself. And I'm going to say it again. I can no longer allow myself to destroy myself. And I'm saying to you, you can no longer allow yourself to destroy yourself. You can't do it, Queen. You're not being who you really are, which is powerfully her. Because when you're doing that, you're destroying your world. You're destroying you. You're destroying your potential. You're destroying you and those that need you. And I hit hard. And I know it's intentional. Like, dang, she started off early with it. Yes, because your life depends on it. Your life depends on you knowing that you are amazing. See, the thing is that out in the world, you're doing so much, whether it is in your career, whether it is in whatever you have, it's a lot, right? And a lot is riding on you. I could imagine, because I know what it's like to be in your shoes. But if you are not showing up for who you really are, and you are not being the person who you truly are, which is powerfully her, if you are not doing that, you're destroying worlds. And this is why it's very important for you to stand up and be who you truly are. My niece just walked in. Okay. This is real life, y'all. Real life. I told you, no fluff, no figuring. That happens. These things happen, y'all. They happen. And about being powerfully hers, we're being honest. I mean honest. Like, my niece just walked in. That happens. She knows that auntie's recording. Now's not the time. Okay. God willing. Her mom's here, so she's good. But you know what? You see what I'm saying? But this is real stuff. No fluff. We're not faking. This is real. But back to being who you really are is that it is incumbent upon you that you know that you're amazing. I do not care what you've been. I don't care about, I do care, but I don't want to give energy to that. I don't. I don't want to give energy to the negativity that has been hurting me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to give energy to it. I don't want you to forget about who you were. I don't want you to be on this path of destruction, and neither do you. And if you need me to borrow your belief, my belief in you, let's go. This is why I'm here. Yes. And I'm going to pour into you, and I am strong with it, and I'm intense, and I'm passionate because I care. This is how my parents are. This is how my whole family, we are like that. We are very dialed in. We are very passionate people. My family, we're just like that, very handsy and very like, what happened? What? We care so much. And so this is what I'm saying to you. And that's what I'm saying to all of my queens out there that are listening, no matter where you are in the world. It doesn't matter what country you're in. It doesn't matter what time zone it is. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter the religion. It doesn't matter your size or your age. You are powerfully hurt. If you're putting good into worlds, I want what's best for you. So with that being said, you versus you have to start showing up for you, because it's true, your life depends on it. And why you feel that it's me against we is because, yes, there are forces out there. There is negativity. There is evil. I don't want to say like there is war. It is an us worldly, yes. But as far as you and your journey as a queen, as powerfully her, it is you versus you, queen. Only you can choose to get up in the morning and get up early and pray. It is up to you whether you choose to journal. It is up to you whether you continue to have positive thoughts. It is up to you whether you answer that phone call that you know you shouldn't be talking to that person, you shouldn't be saying. It's up to you saying no. It is up to you to get healthy boundaries. It's up to you to say, no, I'm not supposed to eat that. It's up to you to say, I'm not going to see that. It's up to you to say, I'm not going to watch that. It's up to you to say, I'm not going to say it. You see where I'm going with this. It is all up to you, queen. And I want you to envision what your life would truly look like once you start utilizing powerful no and powerful yes. The power of no and the power of yes. What would your life look like when you start truly, truly being the woman you're supposed to be? What would that look like? And let me, if you're okay, I would like to paint the picture of what I believe is possible, that God wants me to tell you is possible. And what that looks like is you having a life of abundance and happiness and peace, tranquility, right? The income that you want, infinite possibilities, blessings on top of blessings, top of blessings. It's possible. It's possible. But that's why in the word I'm possible, when we say impossible, the I am is there. Have you ever heard that? Is because God wants to remind us that it's possible. We are possible with Him. We can do all things. He says that we could do all things. But we have to start getting in alignment. Remember, heart alignment with who we are. And it is up to you, queen, to start seeing that. So it's up to you. It's up to you whether you go to the gym or not. It's up to you. It's up to you. You are powerful. Powerful. Let me show you how powerful you are. Do you ever think about something and it shows up on TV? Now, not aside from all the crazy black that's because they're doing, I know the conspiracy theories and things like that. But aside from that, I'm just saying, it's just look how God has made your brain frequency. Look how powerful that is. Something you think about can show up on TV. Something you think about, or someone you think about might call you. Something you think about might just show up somewhere. That's the power that you have in you. So imagine if you're putting that energy towards positivity, what your return will be, what your ROI will be. And trust me, queen, the biggest ROI, the biggest investment, right there. Yeah, you. The biggest investment is you. The biggest investment is me. That's the biggest investment. Because if you are subscribing to the things that are going to help you, what do you think the outcome will be? It will be good. It will be positivity. And yes, there's going to be work. It's going to be work. But you know what? There should be work, because then it's worth it. Then it shows that the journey you've made was worth it. This is why God did not ordain things to come so not necessarily easy to us, because he knew as human beings, that things come very easy to us, we are going to do what? We're going to take it for granted. That's just, we're like, But if you have something where you put in blood, sweat, and tears, when you work towards it, you value it more. You value it more. But Queen, you got to start valuing you. Going back to the beauty standards, subscribing to things that are not true. Those, because of the color of my skin, I'm not beautiful. I'm not beautiful. They say you're not beautiful. They're liars. They didn't create you, so they can't tell you you're not beautiful, because that's not true. They say no more they. You shut those people down. You are powerful. So don't take that. Don't take a life that's being handed to you. That's not a life that God wanted for you. And then the question will be sometimes, well, then why is my life like this? Sometimes that's something. It could come from it's decisions. It's decisions for those in your family. It's the decisions of those that come before you. It's those decisions. But where you are right now, you have the power to change it. Because if you're listening to this, that shows that you have power, right? No matter where you are in the world. And I hope we all unite. That's a beautiful thing about how God has made where technology is. I'm here where I am, and you are where you are, wherever you're in the world. Such a beautiful thing that we can connect in that way. How beautiful. We couldn't do that years ago. We can do that now. We can do that now. So the fact that that's possible now shows you how important it is for us to really, really love ourselves and know that we're powerfully her. So it is you versus you. It's me against me. It's not me against we. Every time we fix our mouth to talk about somebody else or something they're doing and what they're not doing right, we're sabotaging ourselves, because we're putting attention on other people instead of us. And the true work is knowing that part of the test that God has put on us is that our eyes, although they're going this way, we need to look at our life as the mirror where we're looking back at ourselves. We're like, no, Nadira, you need to work on you. But what everybody else is doing. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to go? What do you want your life to look like for you and your family and for others? What do you want? And what is it going to take to get there? So that's the thing about you versus you. It's not about anybody else, what they said and the negativity and just even just listen to pop culture. We have to tailor ourselves and discipline ourselves to focus on things that matter, that are going to help us grow. And when we're focusing our attention on things that have nothing to do with us, that will not impact our life in any way, good or bad, or anything that is well good, anything that is not moving us better towards something of growth and prosperity and happiness and tranquility, if we are not in that and it doesn't affect us, why are we on it? Why are we on it? I'm not saying don't be aware of what's going on in the world. Of course, you need to know. Especially in these times, you should always be in the know. But be in the know for things that matter. But if you are not in a place where you can pick yourself up and make your life change your life for the better, why are you concerned about everything else when you're not even changing your life for the better? Like, I've had so many clients that I've had to, of course, I've helped with that. But the first thing I always say is, what do you want? Who are you? Who are you, Queen? Who are you? Tell me about you, but who are you? And don't you know, sometimes it was even to the point where I've had some clients, I helped them just smile more. Like, yeah, it was that simple. I've had clients where I literally had to I'd be like, you just need to smile more, Queen. That's it. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, just start smiling more. It seems so simple. It's just like, dang, that's it. Yeah, because you don't smile enough. I'm like, you got a beautiful smile. I don't know why you're not smiling. Like, have you ever felt when you're on the phone with someone and you could just feel their smile? You could just feel it. And then you were lighting up just hearing them smile, right? That's why I'm smiling. Because this is really, I'm so passionate. All the topics I have on this podcast, clearly I'm passionate about, and things that have gone through my life. I'm not going to coach you on something that I haven't been through and I had not, haven't worked on, because then I'd be a hypocrite. And I don't like hypocrisy. But so it's important. But I had a client that I had to actually help her with just smiling more. And I know when I hear someone on the phone just smiling, that makes me smile. Or you just see someone walk in the room and they're such a genuine person, and just see them smile and laugh makes you smile and laugh. What is that? Because that comes from within. Going back to the next episode before, episode 7, beauty standards, when I said it starts with your heart. Beautify your heart, your mind. Make that beautiful. Empower, encourage, let's work on that. But it's you versus you, queen. It is. It's not you. It's not that other girl at your job. It's not this other person. It's not this and that. No, you do what you got to do. You need to find out, A, what you want. B, well, first, let's back up. It's about identity. If you do not know who you are first, it's going to be very hard to know where you want to go. So it's like being in a car and you're like, all right, we got to drive. Where are we going? What are we doing? Who are we? Why are we doing this? Those things are basic, but they're true, because it's a reminder to us of how important it is to know that we are all on a journey. But if you don't have a map of where you got to go, or what you want, or who you are, and why you're doing it, you're going to be lost. And a lot of people are lost. And this is why you found this podcast, because God wants you to help to be found. And I'm the person to help you get there. Okay? So yes, I come in strong because I care about you. And I know that it's possible. And I know you can have the life you want. I know it can happen. I know. I do believe it. So, you versus you. How do we make changes? Well, one is the identity. You gotta know that you're powerfully her. You gotta know that you're a queen thing. You have to know that you're strong and you're special and you're amazing. You gotta know that. You gotta believe it. And they say seeing is believing. Yes, it is. But I see you, so I already know that you're a queen. This is why I'm calling you for what you are. Okay? So what makes you a queen is, number one, you're created from God. Greatness lives inside of you. You have gifts, you have talents that you're supposed to show the world. You have a beautiful heart, you have a beautiful mind, and you have a beautiful spirit, and you are just beautiful in general. You are strong, you are powerful. And you might not be harnessing your power at this moment, but it is there. And it only takes someone powerful to show up to this podcast to say that I am ready. Or I'm just affirming what you already know. Either one of the two. Either you don't know, or you just need a reminder. Or you do know. Either one. I'm here for you, and I'm here for it. Okay, so that's one. Number two is, we did identity. Number two is, what do you need to work on? What is it you want? What pains you? What are your pain points? What are your pain points? What are the things that keep you up? What are the things that are always swirling around in your head? What are the things you're like, you know what, I need to make changes? What are those things, babe? Think about that. Okay? The pain points. So identity, pain points, and then dream. Dream. Please dream, queen. We sometimes think that dreaming is just for kids. Like, oh, grow up, That's, you got to get out the mud. You got to grow up. You can't be thinking about those things. That's not going to happen. That's never going to happen. Could you imagine how many times people have been told no? And those no's were just another way for them to be like, oh, I'm just waiting for the yes to come around the corner, because it will. Because I believe in God and I believe in myself so strongly, I know it's going to turn around. That's a person that knows their identity. They know who they are. And a true story is, and I'm a family person. I'm a family woman. And my dad I'm talking about my dad a lot, how much I love my dad. And my dad was going through cerebral palsy. And what that is when I'll bring it up a few times in the podcast, just so we can feel each other. You know what I mean? We can vibe off of just feeling what someone else is going through, which is very important, which is missing in the world, is not caring about one another that much anymore. Just like, I don't care. What does that have to do with me? So what, and like, that's horrible. So my dad had a very rough come into the world. With my grandmother, it was basically the point of, how you see the movies where there's that monumental moment where the main character has to do something that's so self-sacrificing and it changes the entire tone of the film, but because this person was a hero, that's exactly where Shiro. This is exactly what my amazing grandmother did. So it was a very complicated birth for my dad. And it came down to either my grandmother saves my dad's life or she saves her life. And being the saintly, beautiful, powerfully her queen, she chose to give up her life for my dad. And doing that, my father lost, so unfortunately, the passing of my grandmother, as she's passing, my dad lost oxygen to his brain, which is the cerebral. He lost oxygen to his brain, and this is where cerebral palsy comes from. So cerebral is the brain, and what that looks like, it more so if you've never seen anyone that's had cerebral palsy, number one, show them love, show everyone love. But it looks like it sometimes can look like someone that's had a stroke before, a severe stroke. And you don't see a lot of people. My dad would say a abbreviation would be CP. Is anyone? A lot of people in the world you wouldn't see on the world that have CP, or sometimes it gets mistaken as a stroke, but it's in fact sometimes a cerebral palsy. So my dad ended up getting that and affected his entire life. However, it did not stop my dad from the greatness that was inside. My dad understood fully it was him versus him. And it was. My dad's entire body was working against him. My dad even had to think about how he could eat something or drink something because his tongue could be challenging sometimes. His tongue would sometimes, not tongue tied, but he would hard time. His tongue would sometimes not just be still. Along with the rest of his body was fighting. It was just, my dad was in a fight all his life. Not in addition to going out in the world, people making fun of him, adults too, stupid, ignorant people laughing at him, staring at people. What is wrong with him? Why does he look like that? Why does he sound like that? To the point where my dad was just like, you know what? That didn't even stop my dad from going outside because he knew who he was. Very strong conviction, very strong identity, knew who he is, that he's a king. Okay. He knows that. Powerfully him. But just to know that we live in a world where adults are hurting other adults. This is why, going back to the beauty standards, that these children that have this negative outlook on themselves, they're getting that from adults. Adults. That's why I said, whatever you've been taught, the indoctrination that you've had, I'm tongue-tied right now, the program that you've been giving is wrong. Wrong. You're beautiful, you're special, and it's about time you wake up to the truth. So that truth is that you are powerfully her. And my dad is powerfully him. And although it was very difficult, my dad had a beautiful life. He traveled the world. My dad was, we just have so many siblings, happily married, just a full life. All because he knew who he was. And this is what some of the girls, you know how makeup like just like gets called hair. We keep it real here. Is although it can be hard sometimes, you deserve to have a full life. You deserve to have an amazing life. You deserve to dream. My dad dreamed. And his dreaming, and another episode I'm going to talk about, is dreaming with your eyes open. My dad dreamed with his eyes open. And although he incurred nightmares when he was awake with the mistreatment, the verbal and abuse from other people. It still didn't stop him from being who he was. And of those times, and sometimes when you're younger, it's easier to not know who you are. And my father struggled with that. But boy, when he found out who he was, which is powerful him, it changed who he really is. It changed. So this is why I'm saying to you, Queen, is dream with your eyes open, dream big. Dream, dream, dream. You should dream. Don't let your life be left, or don't let your life, because we all know eventually we'll have to eventually pass on, but don't leave this life without you being powerfully her and dreaming with your eyes open. It is you versus you. All right, check the time, y'all. See how much time I got. It is you versus you. And you need to know you deserve to have an amazing life. So dream big. My dad said, pray to God. He's the king of all kings. He's the only king, truly. Stand before him and make your prayers big in detail. Whatever it is you want, ask for him. And keep asking. Don't stop. You know? Keep being the person you, just whatever it is you want to, be powerfully her. Don't stop. It is you versus you. Whatever it is you want, work on it. And the things, this is how we're going to do it. You're going to go down. I want you to make a list. When you make a list of what it is that you want, you already know you're powerfully her, but what else do you want in this life? And at the top of the list, you write powerfully her. So we already got the identity there. Number one, you already know, powerfully her. The title, powerfully her. Number one, I am powerfully her. Number two, what it is that you want. And number three, what are you going to do to get there? So I want to go over again. Number one, at the top of the page, you're going to put identity. Your identity is just put powerfully her, big bold letters, powerful, strong, powerfully her. Number one, I am powerfully her. Number two, what do I want? And number three, what am I going to do to get there? And that ties into me inviting you to do the one-on-one exclusive with me for free, where we can unpack that. I can help you on that journey because I would love to do that. And this podcast, of course, is amazing. Yeah. But I also want you to be able to have more. I want to be able to provide you with more because you deserve it, because you're amazing. All right? And if you're listening to Spotify or Apple, thank you. Download the episode, subscribe, and you're on YouTube, subscribe as well, like, and comment on the video. Tell me how you feel about this. And also let me, any of the episodes, that's another thing, is anything that you talk about and you're like, you know what, this episode really will resonate with someone that I know. Send it to them. You're like, you should really check into your app. Powerfully Her is an amazing podcast. Send this to them. If it can help any woman, any powerfully queen that you know, send an episode to her or all. But if no, one that you know particular to that resonates, send it with them. Send it to them. Because we are about helping each other. We're not about holding anything in. And also, if there's anything you want to talk about, if it aligns with what we do here in Powerfully Her, put it in the comments. And that's something you would like me to talk about, I would love to do it as long as the alignment is there. All right. And as always, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for showing up. Always remember that you are much more powerful than you. Much, much more powerful than you. And you are truly powerfully her. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.